Children's relationship with their parents during the teenage year is something that gets overlooked as children grow up to be young adults living in the real world. This is a domestic problem that doesn't strike people's minds as they grow older because of the other extracurricular activity that happen around their lives. In my eyes, there's a three-step process of children's minds as they grow from young children to adults. They first start off by appreciating their parents' care at their young age and cooperate really well. However, as teenager strikes, they start to get annoyed by their parents, and lastly, find back their appreciation towards their parents after 22. In our young age, we are not really old enough to know much about our wants and needs, which leads to our dependence on our parents. This dependence then leads to our deep appreciation for them, and feel the need to be around their parents at all times. However, this doesn't last long as we become teenagers and have different mindsets. As we become teenagers, we settle more on an autonomous lifestyle and more aware of what we want to do in our extra time, like partying or dating. But our protective parents can get too involved in our lives and destroy the independence that we desire. This conflicting demands between teenagers' freedom and parents' restraint causes the separation between them. However, things change again as our independence gets to the point of taking care of ourselves and decision-making by ourselves. It is at about when we turn 22 that we make these decisions and start to appreciate what our parents have been doing for us before. Facing these hard decisions make us think back on the past and realize how our parents have made our lives so much easier. The problem that sticks out to me is during our teenage years and how stubborn that we sometimes get to do what we want and not listen to our parents. This time during our teenage years, I believe, makes or breaks our relationship with our parents, because they can both cooperate and try to make a consensus, or get in constant arguments and destroy the relationship. Studies show that people turn back to their parents when they turn 22, but if the relationship is destroyed in the teenage years, I think it'll be hard to get that relationship back in a matter of years. So children really need to be careful in their teenage years to not to be too stubborn about their own views, or also try to work with their parents. The most important time in the teenage year is when we go to college, because this is the time when we are most separated from our parents. During this time, we have full control over ourselves, a decision that we make without any parent supervision, which can be very dangerous. In times like this, we need to give more attention toward our parents. To make a stronger bond between teenagers and parents, even at the toughest times, like college, teenagers can't forget about their starting point. They need to realize that everything started when they were young, and that their parents are who made them to be who they are right now. There are some different ways to give this reminder to college students. One effective way is to call back home every week or once in 2 weeks. A phone call is a very good way to connect back with their parents and talk to them about their life in college. Also, talking with their parents in college is a good way to solve any problems that they have in college. Parents giving them a solution will revive their appreciation once again. Another way to think about parents is to go back home for family events like Thanksgiving or New Year's Eve. Holidays like these are meant for families to get back together and enjoy time together. So college students shouldn't forget to go back home for holidays, to spend fun time with their families again, and bring back the good memories to feel more appreciation as well. But there are cases where children are abused by their parents and never start with that healthy relationship that every child needs. This abuse from parents results in a non-existent care that the parents' children, which can hinder their development. And now you may ask, should these children also try to appreciate their parents? The answer is yes and no. I say no because obviously these children have been emotionally and physically hurt by their parents and did not have the childhood necessary to grow to their full potential. However, I feel like at least a little bit of appreciation is required because their parents gave birth to their children to live and give them a chance to succeed. Some people might still be wondering, why is this appreciation even important in the first place? It is essential for basic reasons. For most children, our parents took care of us in an early age and gave us the best condition to give us a chance to succeed. To pay back for our parents' efforts to take care of us, we should appreciate them and create a good relationship. A good relationship can also affect success. A research in 2002 concluded that there is a positive and convincing relationship between family involvement and student success. The more parent and community involvement activities focus on improving student learning, the more student learning improves. Some example of this involvement can include activities like family planning for college together, family teacher conference that involves students, or family nights of math. So to many people's surprise, appreciating their parents can not only lead to a good relationship with their parents, but also increase their chance of succeed. This leads to another question that lingers in people's minds. How does this good relationship positively affect society as a whole? It is clear why this good relationship is important, but it doesn't really mean much if it only affects a small group of people. In this case, the society is affected in a way that can be changed completely. As I've said before, a good relationship can result in success. And what does success mean? There is a recipe to make a difference in the society or even the world in any facet of child's focus. Making a difference in the economy, environment, or politics is possible through success, which can be facilitated by a good relationship. The problem that I started with was that children don't give their full potential appreciation for their parents. While it is very important, they choose to focus more on their studies and extracurricular activities rather than try to appreciate and build a good relationship with their parents, which is a vital mistake for their future. Ironically, while children ditch a relationship with parents to better their success, the good relationship is what furthers their success. This should be a very important lesson for children because as they appreciate their parents, they give back to them, which leads to a good relationship and eventually their success.